Tobacco health risks. All forms of tobacco contain chemicals that are dangerous to your health. In general, people know that
That's
tobacco
probably what he's
use will
stressed
eventually
out
cause
about, huh?
death. This death could result from lung
Next
cancer,
plot.
emphysema, or stomach cancer. So, why do so many people continue to use such a deadly substance? Is it possibly because they don't realize exactly what's happening to them since cigarettes kill you over many years of use? Let's look at what happens to the bodies of tobacco users. Advertisements for tobacco products often feature healthy, attractive people sending the message that using tobacco has no health consequences. However, all tobacco products display warning labels stating that using tobacco products can be harmful to an individual's health. Medical studies have shown that tobacco use is the leading cause of preventable death and disability in the United States. Any form of tobacco use, such as smoking, chewing, or dipping tobacco, can cause health problems. Smoking has been linked to cancer and heart disease. About 90% of adult smokers begin to have it as teenagers. Most teens think that they can just quit whenever they choose. The reality is that quitting is difficult. It's easier to avoid tobacco use rather than quit later. Tobacco users have difficulty quitting because tobacco contains an addictive drug, a substance that causes physiological and psychological dependence. All tobacco products contain nicotine, the addictive drug found in tobacco leaves. Nicotine is a stimulant, a drug that increases the action of the central nervous system, the heart, and other organs. Using nicotine raises blood pressure and increases the heart rate. Tobacco is an addictive and toxic drug. It's a carcinogen, a cancer-causing substance. Tobacco smoke contains tar and carbon monoxide. It also contains the same poisonous compounds found in products such as paint, rat poison, and toilet cleaner. Cigarette smoke contains tar, a thick, sticky, dark fluid produced when tobacco burns. Tar damages a smoker's respiratory system by paralyzing and destroying cilia, the tiny hair-like structures that line the upper airways and protect the body against infection. Tar also destroys the air sacs, which absorb oxygen and rid the body of carbon dioxide, and lung tissue, reducing lung function. Smokers are susceptible to diseases such as bronchitis, pneumonia, emphysema, heart disease, and cancer. According to the CDC, more people in the United States die from lung cancer than any other type of cancer. Carbon monoxide, a colorless, odorless, and poisonous gas, is another compound found in cigarette smoke. It is absorbed more easily than oxygen. Carbon monoxide deprives the body's tissues and cells of oxygen. It also increases the risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, hardening of the arteries, and other circulatory problems. The dangers of tobacco use are not limited to smoking cigarettes. The smoke from pipes and cigars also cause a serious health consequence. Cigars contain significantly more nicotine and produce more tar and carbon monoxide than cigarettes. One cigar can contain as much nicotine as an entire pack of 20 cigarettes. Pipe and cigar smokers also increase the risk of developing cancer of the lips, mouth, throat, larynx, lungs, and esophagus. Tobacco users are twice as likely to have a heart attack. The nicotine in cigarette initially acts as a central nervous system stimulant, and once this wears off, the smoker begins to feel the urge for another cigarette. Smoking increases the heart rate by 15 to 20 beats per minute. This means that a smoker's heart beats 28,800 more times a day, 201,600 more times a week, and 10,512,000 more times a year than a non-smoker's heart. Another form of tobacco that some believe to be safer to use in cigarettes is smokeless tobacco, tobacco that is sniffed through the nose, held in the mouth, or chewed. Smokeless tobacco products are not a safe alternative to smoking. The nicotine and carcinogens in these products are absorbed in the blood through the mucous membranes in the mouth or the digestive tract. The harmful chemicals in smokeless tobacco absorbed in the body at levels of 3 times the amount of a single cigarette. That's because the exposure to harmful chemicals in smokeless tobacco is often 3 times longer than that of a smoked cigarette. Using smokeless tobacco also irritates the sensitive tissues of the mouth. Smokeless tobacco causes cancer of the mouth, throat, larynx, esophagus, stomach, and pancreas. Smokeless tobacco is as addictive as smoked tobacco, making quitting just as difficult as if someone who used a smoked tobacco. Harmful effects of tobacco use. Tobacco use causes both short-term and long-term damage to your body. If a pregnant female smokes, she risks the health of her fetus, as well as her own health. Pregnant women who smoke during pregnancy risk giving birth to an infant with low birth weight and other health problems. Short-term effects of tobacco use occur immediately. These short-term effects include the following: brain chemistry changes, respiration and heart rate increase, taste buds are dulled and appetite is reduced, and users have bad breath, yellow teeth, and smelly hair, skin, and clothes. Over time, tobacco use can cause damage to many body systems. People who are exposed to others who smoke can also suffer many health problems. Here are some of those health problems: chronic bronchitis, emphysema, lung cancer, coronary heart disease, stroke, a weakened immune system. Tobacco use is costly. Making the decision to avoid the use of tobacco products will safeguard your health. Cost to society. Tobacco-related illnesses cost the United States about $160 billion each year. Productivity suffers when smokers call in sick due to tobacco-related illnesses. It costs individuals. A person smoking one pack of cigarettes a day will spend about $3,561 a year on the habit. Legal consequences. Selling tobacco products to individuals under the age of 18 is illegal. Using tobacco products on school property may lead to suspension or expulsion.